Look at that cute face. He has your eyes.
How impatient do you have to be to run a predictive simulation?
People have always dreamed of creating paradise. But I found it. Spending my life with you and raising our child together, that's it.
Dear.
Goodwill ambassador from Poseidon, Girdle, has traveled to Olympus to profess friendly relations between her people and ours. Dia. It's okay. Don't you cry, Mommy's here. See, it's all better now. Yeah, there's nothing to cry about. You're pretty good at all this mom stuff. Dia gave me some pointers. Dia? Just before she left for Poseidon. Dia's got away with babies. It's kind of incredible. I was always led to believe that bioroids don't have maternal instincts programming. Turns out we do. Well, it's not much different than the childcare guidelines given to us. But it's also new to me. I wasn't raised by a mother, so it's not like I have much experience. Oh, I wanted to ask you, what exactly is a real mother like, anyway? Sorry, that came out weird. What was your mom like?
As of yesterday at 0800 hours, Girdle has traveled from Poseidon to Olympus. The administration plans to cordially welcome her as an ambassador.
Can't we just arrest her? It couldn't be more obvious that she masterminded the terrorist attack. Dunan and Briario saw it.
Poseidon's covered her ass. They claim that the terrorist is dead. Which means we're powerless to do anything unless we can present 100% irrefutable evidence Girdle was behind the attack.
Makes me sick to my stomach to think that a terrorist is acting as an ambassador.
They're labeling this as a goodwill visit, but her main objective is to help warm her country's reception to the Ark project that Olympus is developing, and maybe get Poseidon on board.
The Deep Space Project? Aren't they trying to create a spaceship capable of long-term self-sufficiency? In order to explore the outer reaches of the cosmos or something?
And unsurprisingly, you need the most capable leader possible in charge of such an enormous craft. Guy has currently narrowed the selection down to 10 candidates.
In other news, the Tartarus Center is reporting that 3,000 frozen embryos stored at its facilities were destroyed.
Assassinated during an armored transport. A lack of immunoprocessing resulting in death. Of these 10 candidates, 7 of them have perished from transparently suspicious causes. Only 3 remain.
So we think the Goodwill Ambassador is secretly offing the candidates, do we?
At the orders of Poseidon?
The Chief of Staff has assigned us to protect one of the 3 remaining candidates, Councilman Theseus of the New Poseidon Party. He also happens to bear Alcides' genes. He's traveling with his wife and daughter. They're scheduled to meet with Deicides at a hotel in the city tomorrow. The moment the councilman is under our authority, you're to take the K2s and provide 24-hour security for him and his family.
Thank you for inviting me to Olympus. It's no exaggeration when people say it's the most beautiful place in the world. As an ambassador of goodwill, I offer my gratitude.
And we extend to you our warmest welcome. We're pleased to have you. I hope you can overlook the construction.
It's only been 2 months since the attack, and yet you've already managed to rebuild so much. Bioroids are extraordinary, to say the least.
We're nothing but tools to assist the needs of humanity.
You say that, and yet Gaia requires a Bioroid for the Ark project, isn't that so?
A completely unprocessed Bioroid, to be specific. They're physically identical to humans.
Which makes it even worse. They want a perfect Bioroid, not an unstable human.
Tell me, Ambassador, what is it that's brought you to where you are today?
The well-being of our 2 nations.
You misunderstand. What is it that you want? What's brought you to this point in your life?
The treasure of the Queen's Girdle, I suppose.
What?
There's a tale of a man who plotted to steal a queen's treasure. But he fell in love with her instead, and they had a child together. However, the goddess of jealousy manipulated the man. Not only did she trick him into stealing the treasure, but also into murdering the queen. The man was grief-stricken with remorse when he realized what he had done.
And this relates how?
Never mind, it's just an old story.
Beautiful. Oh.
Subject is clear. Line of sight.
Clear. No obstructions.
mechanical sweep?
Clear. There's no sign of acoustics, thermals, or any type of jamming.
Are we prepared for a hecaton attack?
Prepared enough to hold them off, assuming they don't have any other tricks up their sleeves.
Each member of the security team is a full-blooded human, so the only chance of Bioroid interference would come from beyond the secure perimeter.
Personnel confirmation. All hotel employees were properly screened?
Yes, sir. Just to be safe, we screened Theseus' wife and daughter as well. As expected, they were a perfect match with the Bioroid genes in cryostorage at Tartarus.
I hope you have no objection to a security check.
Of course not. Go right ahead.
We appreciate your cooperation.
I appreciate your thoroughness. Now I can rest easy.
Hey, Briarios?
Is this something we should use a coded communication channel to discuss?
You know, Dia, she's apparently really good with children.
Don't let your personal feelings cloud your judgment on this.
That won't happen.
She's coming. No sign of jamming. She's not connected to the outside.
Don't let your guard down. Her left arm's functional.
Subject has entered the meeting room.
The goddess of jealousy manipulated the man. Not only did she trick him into stealing the treasure, but also into murdering the queen.
Following the schedule, the meeting is due to end any minute now. Status update.
Hotel employees clear. Maintaining surveillance for detection of unplanned contact. All terminals clear. Situation normal.
Surroundings clear.
Clear. Activity normal. If she's gonna make a move, this is her last chance to do it. Keep your eyes on her. Subject is now clear.
She didn't try anything.
Her role as ambassador must have taken priority.
All terminals clear.
Proximity clear.
Downgrading to security level B.
They've reduced the threat level. Why don't you take a break? Go get some fresh air? We've still got a long night ahead of us.
Yeah, thanks. That sounds good. I heard you like kids. That you're good with them. Hitomi told me. She asked me to help out and give her a hand when my assignment's over.
These bioroids raising children. It's unnatural. They're not human. They're basically objects. Or perhaps like these butterflies. A species with no purpose. They have no business existing. And yet, here they are. It's perverse, and I refuse to accept it.
I assume that includes Hitomi? You really feel that way? You honestly believe that bioroids don't even deserve the right to exist? All I see are normal people with families they love. How are they different from us?
They're only capable of mimicking emotion like puppets. It's hollow. There's no worry or fear behind their placid smiles. It doesn't even matter if they lose their families. They can simply collect a replacement with the same characteristics as the last one. Bioroids are an abomination of everything it means to be human.
You told me that you lost your family. I lost my mother too, when I was just a child. We were walking down a street, and somebody shot her in the back. Gunned her down because her skin was a different color.
Don't compare what we've lost. Your sadness doesn't interest me. It's dishonest. The genuine sadness of losing someone you love, it produces hate. Sadness devoid of hatred is just a plea for pity.
You're saying the pain I felt wasn't real?
Tell me this. Imagine you lost the man you loved. If it was your fault, would you be unchanged?
Do you think you're the only one who understands loss? And the feelings of everyone else are somehow beneath yours? What's wrong with you? Do you think you're some kind of a god?
Nothing you can say is ever going to convince me that I'm wrong. But you can try to stop me.
Just stay right there. That's it. You're gonna be just fine. There. Hold on.
Your sadness doesn't interest me. It's dishonest. Bioroids are an abomination of everything it means to be human.
Dia.
I'm sorry, but this is technically considered Poseidon soil.
Dia, I don't care how much pain you've been through. I won't let you turn our paradise into a stage for your revenge.